Place Part 2, certainly we have much more going on. There's much more to experience.
It was definitely a choice to show that this has happened all over the world.
In the first movie, you get the sense on Lee Abbott's board that it hit Shanghai, and it was another thing the day that it's happening. You see on the news footage in the background that it hit in other places.
What happened?
A bomb, I think.
They really don't know, other than where they were on their farm, what's going on around them. Is anybody even alive?
All bets are definitely off for the family once they leave the house, and I think all of the sort of safety net that they created, from the sand paths to the safe room that's almost finished, are no longer available to them.
And when you don't know how you're going to survive the next moment, you're most likely going to make a mistake. When you make a mistake, our infamous creatures are around a lot more than you thought. The idea for me, I had always grown up seeing, I don't know, not all, but a majority of sort of alien movies where it was intelligent life coming down to our planet and making the decision to take us over. But I hadn't seen as many where the creatures are more of a parasite, that it's about evolution.
They're just lethal. The way they move and the velocity at which they move.
A certain life form that's introduced into the perfect ecosystem can wreak havoc. I don't see them as having thought or intelligence. I think it's more about overpopulation, and it's become that they are strongly outnumbering us.
And the killer instinct hasn't gone down, so it's getting worse for the people that are in the movie.
They sort of start to realize that the more quiet they are, the more they'll be able to hear things. So they make a lot less noise in this one whenever they're around us, because they want the best chance of hearing us. We had had all these conversations of where did they come from. I had always known that they came from some sort of place that had no light. That's why they were blind. They had evolved their eyes out. They didn't need eyes. They just had to listen.
And they are learning more and how to get to places, get into things they didn't know how to do on the first movie. They're getting smarter.
We're seeing them in the daylight. We're seeing them go in water. We're seeing them have to react to this new introduction of someone having a weapon against them. They've never experienced a weapon against them ever. There's nothing that can stop them until now. You find out in the first movie on the board that they travel in packs of 3. They're a territorial sort of group of creatures.
It's not just one, because when she fires the shotgun, 2 more show up.
It's this idea that these are the perfect evolutionary killing creatures introduced into a world that is completely defenseless.